What's up everyone, welcome back to the Minecraft Survival LP, where as you just saw, our AFK Mob spawner is working pretty well. So, I didn't intend to fall in there. We're gonna check and see, because I've been doing a lot of work around the base recently, and so we're just curious to see, as another mob dies, if you can hear, how much gunpowder we have saved up here, because I haven't really checked in a while, so... Ooh, that's a good start though. Ooh, a stack over another stack. 2 stacks. 4. That's kind of odd that they're all a lot, except for this little chest. But oh, that is so great. So now that we know our spawner is working really well, because that's not with looting at all. So it doesn't work when I'm down here though, so that's one thing to keep in mind, but I'm not down here doing too much anyway. Oh, wow, we keep missing all the drops. You might be wondering what we're doing today though, and I know the title may or may not be too clear, but there's a lot of things I want to get done today, just around the base, making life a little easier for us here in our lovely home. So, as you can see, I've done some reorganizing. I got a trident, which is pretty cool. Not sure what that's for, but just trying to reorganize everything. Up here we have a new chest, which is strictly for gunpowder. And ooh, that's a lot, which is exactly what we want, so we can blow up a big hole. But one of the first things that we're going to get done today is I want to make a little farm, or not a farm, we need to make a little redstone contraption, because what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to control whether or not the spawner is in AFK or XP mode from up here. And so we are going to make a little system with a lever and such, so that we can control and toggle that from all the way up here at our base, so that we don't have to run down, turn it on to, you know, XP mode, and then run all the way up so that it will spawn again. So we're going to need a few redstone things here. I think mainly just a bunch of repeaters and redstone. So why don't I get this all crafted here? Okay, so now that we have the redstone components I think that we need, minus a bit more redstone just in case, one of the other things I was planning on making today was a helpful little trash compactor, but I don't want to have to throw all the items out, so I think we're going to make a simple redstone contraption down there in the AFK Mob Farm, and maybe one up here too, just that will burn all of the loot, like that I don't want, you know, rotten flesh specifically. One thing I was going to say though is I went to the Nether not too long ago, and what I discovered is that I was like, where are all my bees? And they had all gone into the Nether, and so there was a huge just clump of bees hanging out, and so I destroyed the portal so that the bees can't go back in there. So we're also going to have to make a portal room that will prevent the poor little bees from getting stuck in the Nether, which is not what we want. But I used the flower to lure them back in, so that ended up being pretty effective at what I needed to do. But anyway, we're gonna get started on making the little contraption. So I think right here is a good spot to make it, because as you can see up there, our space is very crowded and very limited. So what we need to do first is we need to be having this switch on so that I can see just how long, as there's the nether room for our potions. The point of this is so I can see how long we can go without a repeater. So we're just gonna get started. First here, we need to get digging down. Ooh, that's so cool. I might go get my fortune pick for this. So I did a little double checking, and the Y level that we need to get down to is going to be 41 here. So we're just going to dig down, and we'll take a guess on figuring out where. But I also remembered that we do want to keep this area lit up, because it's not always going to be powered and giving light. And that is just for the purpose of, we don't want mobs in here, because we don't want our spawner to become inefficient. it's already proven to be really, really well. After I did a little bit more lighting up of some more areas. So, just need to keep on mining here. And keep getting down. So, we're gonna have to go down. Oh, it's a long ways down. So, I might... Oh, what is this? Oh, we're in the little cave area. I see. You know, you completely forget about these areas when you're just mining down like this. But anyway, we must keep on keeping on, so we can make this a lot easier on ourselves, because I have been needing to get some more enchantments. Just because this looting swords that I have, it can be repaired, but it's becoming very, very expensive to repair. And so, like 32 levels now, and I'm gonna need more looting because we don't have mending as of right now. So we're gonna have to use a lot of enchanting. I've been enchanting books, but we just need to be able to enchant more. And of course, to do that, we're gonna want very, very efficient mob farm. So we need to be able to turn it on whenever we want to. And you know, there's no harm in using that either, because I can get a lot of benefit from killing creepers with my looting sword. So to save you all a little bit of boredom, I ended up making sure that the Y level of our spawner is gonna match with the Y level of our redstone contraption right here. So I've already dug the way down for us to match that Y level. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up here with getting this redstone trailed all the way down to the bottom of our little spawner. And so I think because there's no particles in this one, maybe that's where I need to put it. I'm still not too sure or able to tell when this is done. Okay, so I can just go like this. I'm trying to save space, but I'm not very good at it. So we just have to keep going, and then I have another stack of redstone, so we should be looking pretty good. Shouldn't be running out of redstone anytime soon. I have a shovel, what am I doing? Okay, let's get this like that. Boom. Oh, but I can't do that. Ah! Making a big old mess. I just want to make sure it stays lit up, though. That's the most important thing. Because as long as it's lit up, we won't have mobs spawn in here, even when it's shut off. So, oh yeah, right here. Right here at about this Y level is where it's gonna meet up with the spawner. So now we need to dig towards about 181. Yeah, okay, so not this way. We need to dig towards 181, and now would be a good time to use a repeater. There we go. 181, and then about 396, somewhere in there. So maybe I need to keep going a little more. I just don't remember the exact coordinates of the place. Oh, but this... Ah, it's... Okay, yep. So... Because I remember when we were making this part of the spawner, it kind of connected over this way in that little water area. So I think I just need to dig this way, right? That should be correct. And then we can figure out the way that this will have to go. If we can ever... There we go. All right, perfect. So now we have all of this connected. Let's get those blocks out of our inventory. So now what we need to do is we need to hook this up all the way over to this lever right here. So I think if we go behind the ladder, that will be the smartest way to go about it. So, oh, thank goodness that the redstone didn't get ruined. Let's build it like this. And then we have to go all the way back there. So we'll have to dig out and see. Ooh, not a fan of that water. Don't want to get the water all over the redstone. Okay, I need to just go a little bit more this way. here. Okay, perfect. Now we just block you up. The steps are really coming in useful. Really, really underrated. Oh, there's a creeper. See? This thing is pretty good. I had to light up a few more caves to really get it to work well, but especially placing down more torches on the other sides of our island, and then also on the other how do I say this? Like across the moat, if you want to call it that. The other side of the moat is where we had to do a lot of torching. You know, like where the bridge is for the horse, that area needed to get torched, of course. And just some other things. And then it really started to work. Because before that, it was kind of, you know, I can't lie, it was a little slow. But now it's looking all good. And so now that this is powered, as he survived because he has feather falling and some strong armor. Okay, so now this works. Now the question is that I think what's going to happen now that we have levers on both ends, it's going to become, there's not going to be one way that keeps it powered. Like it says down right now for XP and up for AFK, but I think if I change it maybe on the other side upstairs, that it might invert itself, but that won't matter because all we need to know is whether or not it is on or not. But looks like we got this all sorted out, so we are gonna go back up to the base and test to make sure that this thing works. So just as a refresher, the way this should work is that right now it's powered, meaning that the pistons are gonna be pushed in. So I think if we just flick this off, now that there's going to be no power, what should happen is there should be no redstone input, meaning that the spawner is now going to be set to AFK mode, which is exactly what we want, because we want to be able to control this. Oops. Ooh, I gotta be careful. Yep, that might be a good idea. Yeah, we want to be able to control this, but yes, it looks like it did exactly what we wanted it to. Which is that if we flick it from up there, we can set it to AFK mode. Powering it off, we'll set it to AFK mode, which is exactly what we've just done. And so now we can enjoy some XP farming. As we have jingle bells, or whatever, with all of these lovely XP orbs coming our way. But yes, this is perfect for when we want to farm creepers and get some easier gunpowder that way. And it looks like some of them are dying, but that's okay. I mean, look at all that gunpowder. Woo, that's nice. I mean, it's just hard to not farm it. But as I sit here farming some mobs, another thing that we're going to do, since it's proven now that this works, and I just need to write upstairs on a sign kind of what mode this will set to. Right now that's not going to do anything because now the power is being controlled 100% from upstairs. So there's no real point in having this switch right here. And that's fine because we don't really need the switch down here when because we're only ever going to want to turn it off of AFK mode to farm while we're upstairs. So, but as you can see, we have a whole lot of loot that we don't really need, especially this. So what I would like to do is make a little contraption that will allow us, ooh, more mobs. It's gonna allow us to throw away stuff by putting it in a chest and then have it go away. So now that I have all of our redstone stuff and we are ready to make this little compactor, I thought I'd make it a little easy, simple tutorial. So the things you're gonna need to make this little trash compactor: a dispenser, observer, a little bit of redstone dust, and a lever, chest, hopper, and a water bucket. So what you're gonna start by doing is you're gonna wanna place the dispenser like so. And then you need to make sure when you place the observer on top of it that it's going to be looking directly downward. Then you're going to want to put the redstone dust on top of it, and you're not going to be needed on top anymore. So then you're going to place the lever on the side right here. And now what you want to do is you want to get the hopper facing in, and then you want the chest on top. And then of course, make sure there's a space where you can put it. So next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make this a nice little path for your water so that it can flow all the way over to a lava bucket area, which is going to be right here. And this is just for the purpose of having the items not get clumped up near the dispenser. You want them to kind of get pushed away over here. So then you're going to be all ready to go. All you have to do to get this to work now is flick the lever twice, and then it's going to be powering, and you're going to be good to go. So we will get some rotten flesh to show how this works. Put the rotten flesh in here. Now it's going to get shot out right here, which is not what you want, but that's okay. Because as soon as you get this all covered up, because you don't want to have it seen at all, it's not going to get stuck anymore. So we just block that up nice and easy. There we go. Then of course I might want to move this in one block to make it look a little nicer, but overall that's how it works. So we can start by just throwing away all this icky rotten flesh that we do not need anymore, because nobody wants rotten flesh. Absolutely nobody. And this is just a good way to get rid of it, because you don't want it to lag. That's what I personally feel. You know, even if you have a decent computer, you don't want this to lag at all. So here you go. This is a pretty simple little contraption that gets the job done. That's exactly what you need it to. So with all that being said, we now have this handy and helpful little contraption to help us control our mob farm. And in addition, I wanted to say that in the next couple episodes, some things that we're planning to do is there's a reason why I did the tree episodes, because we need wood for a bridge that I was planning to make, because it is very annoying climbing down and climbing up all these mountains. So we are going to make at least one little bridge that's going to be very nice, I promise. It's going to look very aesthetic-y, just so that we can have a nice path to cross over into the extra lands, to keep on going and exploring out into the world. And then, of course, I also want to start some other little mini projects around the home, which you will all know in a very short near future. And so with that being said, I want to thank you all for watching very much. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment. All of that support, any support, even watching, is greatly appreciated. And I thank you very much for watching. And so I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Peace.